Y'all keep enjoying your breakfast. Representative Goodman is coming in, and I want to go ahead, if we can, in the interest of everybody's time, thank you for coming this morning. And we're going to do some very brief introductions just so our elected officials know who we are, and we can all just sort of go around the table and briefly introduce ourselves.
Dean Nichols, Scott County.
Charles Brown, Scott County. Bob Davis, Scott County.
Claudia Rodriguez, Richmond County. Sam Parsons, Dr. Sampson, the Legislative Assistant. In the Elohim, Richmond County.
Shirley Fuller, Richmond County.
Richard Hudson, former trustee of Running the Bears.
Stay up to the golf here.
Brent Barbie, Executive Vice President and Chief Financial Officer, Richmond Community College.
State Representative Ken Goodman.
Tom McInnis, Senate, District 25.
Amanda Cole, RCC student.
Mike Cole, RCC student.
Now, these are the two most important people in the room because they're our students. So it's Amanda Cole and Micah Cole, and you're going to hear from them in just a little bit. And I've got our great staff here with us this morning, and I appreciate all of them coming and supporting what we're doing. I want everybody to make sure you've had something to eat. In the interest of time, and I know everybody's got some other appointments to get to, if I can, we're going to sort of jump right into this. I'm Dale McInnis, and I think we all know each other. What we're going to try to do, we've got a brief PowerPoint that's going to give you some facts and figures about our college, and then we're going to have some comments from our students. I'm going to touch on the federal issues, Congressman, so we can get you out of here because I know you've got an agenda. And then we're going to talk about some of the state issues. And there's some overlap between the federal and state, but we'll touch on that. First of all, tell you a little bit about Richmond and Scotland counties, because I thought about putting this thing together. We've organized it a little bit differently than we've done in the past. It's not just about the college. We have to understand our communities first. So what you see here is per capita income. Now, green, Richmond County, blue, Scotland County, coincidentally the colors of the football teams, Mr. Nichols, so just a coincidence. And then the light red being the state of North Carolina. You've got 2000, 2012, and 2017. This is the economic reality we face every day, and that's the thing that this college has to keep in mind. We are languishing behind in per capita income and salaries in these two counties, and we're going to make a difference in changing that. And it doesn't matter who's winning the race between Richmond and Scotland County. What matters is how far behind the rest of the state we are right now. That's a key issue for all of us. And I think until you see this, you can't appreciate the importance of what we're doing in trying to put people into new jobs and upgrade their careers. So I hope you'll indulge me and let me show you this. We're at two-thirds of the state average in both Richmond and Scotland counties. And that is, even as we increase, the rest of the state is increasing at a faster pace. This is another statewide fact we all need to be aware of, because when companies come and they're interested in our region, this is a piece of information they're looking at: educational attainment. We have almost 6,000 people in Richmond and Scotland County that don't have a high school diploma. Now, while that compares fairly well with the rest of the state, if you look at these two numbers right here, you'll see 3,600 people in Richmond County, 2,000 people in Scotland County that don't have a high school diploma. We've got to fix that, and we're a part of that solution. When you look at the bachelor degree attainment, that's one of the key measures that new companies look at when they're evaluating sites for employment. The state of North Carolina averages 27% of the population with a bachelor's degree or greater. It's 11% in Richmond County and 14% in Scotland County. We've got to be part of that solution. And I'm sending this PowerPoint, gentlemen, to all your offices, so you'll have it. But I've learned a lesson a long time ago that our good friend Doug Young taught us, which is don't give us more than 1 or 2 pieces of paper. So you won't have this in front of you, but you will have it in your offices. Having the bachelor's degree, right now I have 13 different degrees you can earn on this campus without leaving Richmond County between Gardner-Webb and UNCP, and we're working to expand that. But the pathway to a bachelor's degree is a critical part of our mission. Now let's talk about RCC. Back during the recession, go back to 2007-08, we saw all of the community college enrollment, and if you look at all the community colleges, it's going to be the cream color bar, rapidly increase. People were coming back to colleges throughout the state to get retrained and retooled and start up in new jobs as they lost jobs. But Richmond Community College, I'm very happy to say, because of the people in this room and across this campus, didn't follow the trend the rest of the state is seeing. As you see with the cream-colored bars, the statewide enrollment has declined. And if it weren't for the growth of Wake Tech and Central Piedmont, it'd be even a greater decline. But we've continued to grow here in Richmond and Scotland County, serving the people here and across our region, because we've tried to not do like the rest of the colleges and take a little bit different path. So 3,334 students, that's how many we touched last year between the fall, spring, and summer semester that were working towards a degree, diploma, or certificate. That's the unduplicated head count. At any one point in time, we're going to have about 2,600 students. But we touched 3,334 different students last year. But when I saw that trend, I said, well, that tells the story right there, because when I go around to the meetings and to our state legislators, you're going to be hearing about a decline in community college enrollment. It's not happening here. Part of the reason for that is we've reached out and expanded our early college high schools, both in Richmond and in Scotland County. Reach right here, we went from 50 freshmen to 75 freshmen this year, and they're going to do the same thing next year. Search in Scotland County, based at St. Andrews, it continues to grow. Another big reason that we've been able to continue to grow is our partnerships with the public school systems in both Scotland and Richmond counties. Now, what happened here, the state said, you can't do this anymore. In 2011, they basically shut the program down. In 2012, they restarted it. And we've been able to capitalize that and grow it every year. So these are the students that are either coming here to take classes from the high schools, or we're teaching it at the high school campus. And in each county, we've seen tremendous growth. And just as a matter of information, because these classes, the tuition is waived, the families in Richmond and Scotland County saved over $500,000 in tuition and fees for 13-14 alone. That's going to be a bigger number this year as that program has grown. That's one of the most powerful things we're doing right now, is integrating high school with college, both in technical and transfer courses. As you can see, the age of our students is continuing to decline as we add in younger students every year. I want to share this with you, because I think this is an important fact. Where are our residents going to college? Richmond County and Scotland County folks have plenty of choices. They've got great colleges all around them. So you've got Sand Hills, South Piedmont, and Robinson. Part of the reason for our growth is they've decided to make RCC a college of choice. 3 or 4 years ago, you would see almost 300 people going to Sand Hills from Richmond County and over 200 from Scotland County going to Sand Hills. Today, that number is being greatly reduced. And you can see Sand Hills is the blue line that's going down. Richmond is the red line that's going up. And we're very proud of that, because that means that we're providing the quality and the convenience the people in Richmond and Scotland County need and deserve. This shows you where our students are from. The majority are from Richmond County, but an increasing number. The fastest growing part of our population is from Scotland County. And we continue to draw students from other service areas. We have over 100 students that come in from Anson County every year. Another reason for our growth, another reason we've broken the trend, has been new programs. We've added the electrical utility substation program, which is highly in demand. The graduates are all being sought by companies from all over the country, and we're going to hear from one today. Our air conditioning and heating program, located in Laurinburg, it continues to grow. The health information technology program, working with our hospitals, it continues to grow. School-age education, preparing people to be teacher aides and begin their career as teachers, it continues to grow. Healthcare business informatics is a spin-off of our IT department. So we just started dialysis technology, we just started mechatronics technology. They're in their first year. That's the reason that we've been able to have growth and go against the grain. Now, what did we do? Part of the reason that we've been able to continue to grow is we've invested back in the classroom. In 2008, we had 56 faculty. Today, we have 80. Almost a 50% increase. We plowed our new revenue back into the classroom to provide the quality, to provide the types of courses students need, and also to keep our class size low. That's one of the things that's a good reflection of quality, and it's a good indication that we're not just stacking students in classes. So we actually, despite our growth, have a lower average class size than we did in 2007, 2008. But at the end of the day, it's not about enrollment, it's about graduation. It's about getting people the credentials that they need to start a new career, to upgrade their career, to be what they're dreaming to be. And this is the chart I'm really proud of, because it shows for the last 2 years we've had over 300 people get credentials. We were sort of in the same routine for about 3 years. Our graduation rate hovered around where our enrollment was, but our faculty and our staff, especially in student services, have really focused on making sure people are on path to graduate, not just taking classes. So the last 2 years, we've had tremendous numbers, with blue as degree, red as diploma, green as certificate. And in many places, it's all they need is a certificate to get that job, to get that skill they're looking for. That's something we're really proud of. Now, there's a report that the UNC system and the North Carolina Community College system are going to be releasing on Wednesday. We're going to give you a sneak preview of it today, just for our college. There'll be a big press announcement with the leadership of both systems, and that information was embargoed, and we're going to break the embargo this morning, because we're going to talk about what it's told us about Richmond Community College and our role in Richmond and Scotland County. Congressman, when we talk about Pell Grants, 81% of our adult students are on Pell. That ties back to that per capita income. That's an important fact to keep in mind. The report showed us that in 2012-13, now we're going back 2 years, RCC and our graduates contributed $104 million to the economy of Richmond and Scotland County. That makes up 5.5% of the gross regional product for Richmond and Scotland County. We are the economic engine of this area. And it's mostly contributed to the value of our graduates. The average RCC graduate earns $8,300 more each year than a high school graduate without any college. Given our cost, that's an investment that pays off in a quick time. Tomorrow night we're going to be celebrating, weather pending, all of our scholarship recipients and donors that helped make this happen and helped allow people to graduate. And I thought this was very powerful. For every tax dollar that's spent at Richmond Community College, the taxpayers are getting $4.40 back in return. Now, I just got this information last week, and there's a full-blown report, many levels of information in it. But I thought of all the things I saw, those were the three most important and most powerful pieces of information that I could share with you this morning. Because as you go back to Raleigh and you're thinking about the hard choices and the difficult decisions you've got to make on how to invest the state taxpayers' money, where is it going to give us the best return on investment? It's right here in our community colleges. And we've now got the facts to back that up. Now, all these are dry, boring statistics, and I can talk all day about them. But what really matters and what we're really all about are people. And that's why I've asked two very important people to be with us this morning, and they're going to tell their story, and I'm going to introduce them. There's Amanda and Micah Cole. They are husband and wife, and they're graduating this May. And Micah's graduating with a degree in electric substation relay technology. Amanda's graduating with a degree in human services technology, and she works as one of our student ambassadors. And one evening, we were out here at the Cole for an event, and she said, "My husband and I are graduating together." And I said, "Well, that is just the coolest thing I've ever heard of." And we thought, who better to represent all of those 3,334 students than these two folks right here. So let's give them a big hand and ask them to come up and tell their story.